Welcome. Today we're going to do a pattern called Grapes by Ina Sonamoser, and she has patterncollections.com, and I was going through her website, and when I ran across grapes, I just thought, that is fabulous. I love it. It's a little tricky to draw, but I hope I'm able to walk you through it. You see, I've done it with white on a brown background, black. That's how Ina did hers traditionally. And I also have one that I've done with a brown pen, and I have colored this with a colored pencil and then highlighted with my jelly roll. And I will show you how I colored these two particular ones on the brown paper. So let's get started. I am going to demonstrate on a little bijou tile because it'll go just a little bit faster. We don't have as much to fill in. And so we're going to start out. I just have the little tile, and I am going to just draw a circle and another circle, not quite close to, not right on it, a little space, and another one. It's easier to start out with, I think, with 3, and then you can build on it once you learn the system. Now, I'm going to divert just a little bit from what I normally do just to show you how I come up with it. I'm going to go back to my pencil because we're going to need to learn a little technique here. I am going to draw another circle with my pencil that overlaps these two circles. Now I'm going to pick up my pen, and I'm going to use that as a guide so I know where to go. And I'm going to outline this, and I'm going to stop and then echo the shape of that, then do that circle there, and then echo that shape. Now I'm going to erase my pencil mark with my eraser, and that's just to give you a guide of how you achieve that looking like that's underneath. And the reason we want that is because we're going to color these in, and it's going to make a difference. Now, once you get that technique, you can just take your pen, and you don't need to draw the circle. You can just, I kind of go like this, then I imagine my circle comes down here, then here, and I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to outline and echo that shape. And if you could imagine, that circle will go all the way around there. I'm going to do another one. We're going to start with our circle. Imagine that it keeps going. We go right there and keep going around. Now I'm just going to come down and echo that shape. And if I want to, now I'm going to do another one out here, and I'm going to go around, and it couldn't come anywhere in here, so I go ahead and echo that shape. We'll do another one here. Here's our circle, and echo this shape. And you can just draw another circle out here, and then do one that comes off of it. Pretend like that's a circle. Come around. Oh, it looks like it. We just dip down in there. And there we have it. You can see how they just build underneath each other. I'm going to do one more. Okay, now we have our grapes, but we need to add a little sparkle in there, so we're going to, I like to draw a little kind of a triangular shape. Same curve as the grape, and then come up. So we go the same curve as that circle, I do mine basically on one side, not always. Like right there I change. But you want that curve. And I put that little sparkle in every one of them. So there we have grapes. Now we're going to fill them in. And that's the reason we needed to have that little line in between, because when we fill them in, if we didn't have that line, they would just become one big blob. So we can take our pen and we're just going to fill them in. Make sure I get all the spots filled. We're going to leave that little sparkle there. We're going to go ahead and do that for all of them. And then you'll see our little cluster of grapes. Now I'll do a little time lapse so you don't have to watch me fill in all of those. And then stay tuned, because we are going to do, I'm going to show you how I achieved the white without filling in with my jelly roll, and the brown without filling in with my brown pen. And there we have grapes. Isn't that just fun? Now I'm going to show you how I achieved this without having to have all that fill-in time, because that takes a lot of time to fill in. So I'm going to find one of my tan papers, and I'm going to show you that I used a jelly roll, a white jelly roll, and did the same thing with the white jelly roll. And I went ahead and made my little highlight marks, my little sparkle. And then I took my white chalk, general charcoal white pencil, and you can see lots of little pencil lines, and I don't particularly like that look. And then I'm going to take my blending stump, and I'm going to blend out my charcoal. And you can see how that highlights my, back up my little sparkle. You can see it. If I have to go back and give it a little bit more jelly roll, I do. But you can see how that kind of makes that opaque. That would be beautiful on black paper also. We'll go back and, oops, wrong end, and just brighten up my little spot there. A little bit more pink. And that's how I did the white. Now, with my brown marker, so we have a few grapes. We're going to go ahead and add our sparkle, but we're not going to fill it in. And we're going to come back, and I'm going to use my Prisma colored pencil, and I'm just going to fill this in. I had to try a couple before I found one that was the right color for me. You notice I did not fill in that little sparkle. There I have it. It looks like a child coat it. This one, my blending stump has a little color on it, so I'm just going to clean it off so that I have a clean shading stump. And then I'm going to dip it in my paint thinner. Put the lid on so I can show you. This is what I'm going to use, odorless paint thinner. And I'm just going to dip so I have it right on the tip. And then I'm just going to blend this color in so that I have it all blended. And it no longer looks like I colored it with color pencil. It blends it. It melts that wax and blends that pigment out. And it was just a lot faster than coloring it in with my marker. It's about the same color as that marker, but I used a lot less ink. For me, that's a time saver. When you draw a lot, you don't want to have all that ink. Now, I'm going to go in, back, and I like it to dry just a little, and this paper dries fairly fast. And I'm going to add my white little highlight on there. So now you can see how I achieved grapes with several different textures and colors. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below